Hi guys, Angelfish Keeper here, and I'm just going to show you my 240 litre angelfish tank. So the tank itself is an AQUAEL Aspect 120. It's called 120 because it's 120 centimetres long, so it's 4 feet by 18 inches by 18 inches or 45 centimetres by 45 centimetres. Great tanks. Nice plastic hood. Comes with 3 really bright LED lights. I actually only use 2 on here because if you use all 3 you get really bad algae problems. It is also behind the wood. Here is an aluminium frame which helps support the tank, as well as 2 bracer bars. It is running in the cabinet. I have a better canister filter, which is a make here in the UK of canister filter, and that runs about 1,500 litres per hour, and I've got that running on the left hand side of the tank, just behind the wave maker there. You see the intake near the heater, and on the right hand side of the tank I have an internal filter which pumps around 800 litres an hour, and the reason I've got it so heavily filtered is just the amount of fish that I have in here. Doesn't actually look like I've got that many, but I have 30 rummy nose tetras in here. Really nice fish with the bright red noses and the black and white tails. There is 45 standard neon tetras in here. I prefer these over the cardinals, to be honest. I know people think I'm crazy, but I do like these better than the cardinal tetras. There is 6 Otocinclus. I'm going to add more, but the tank doesn't get much algae as it is because I clean it off, so I just put Algae Wafers in there for them. There is 9 of these July cories, or the Trialiaris cories, Trialiaris. It's hard to say that, but just the July cories is what we call them over here. I have a pair of German blue rams. That is the female there, and the male's just there. My favourite dwarf cichlid. I really do love these. I had 5 electric blue rams in here, but I took them out and swapped them over for the German blues. I just prefer their colours. And then I have 3 silver angelfish. I've got a male, which is there, he's a lovely male, and 2 females. There's one there and the other one is there, and that is it for the fish. Decoration wise, I have a big old Java Fern there on a piece of bogwood. It is the Tropica Java Fern and bogwood, and that's growing crazy in here under the lights. And that is the only live plant I've got in here at the minute. This is a fake plant made by Hugo Kamishi, and this is just like a little cheap fake plant made by a UK company. And then I also have the Tropica lava rock in here. I think there's close to about 20 pieces in there, some big, some small. I also have a big piece of redmoor wood. I've just put a big rock on there to stop it from floating. Should be waterlogged now, though it's been in there a good while. And the tank is running a 300 watt heater, because what we say in the UK is you want 1 watt per every litre of water that you have. This tank holds 240 litres, but that is empty. So there's 25 kilograms of sand, a good maybe 15 kilos of rock, and then obviously you've got the plants and the wood that disperses some water as well. So the tank probably only holds around 200 litres. But I wanted to go for a 300 watt heater instead, because I do quite big water changes. So when the water drops from the 30 degrees that I like to keep it at, 29 degrees, 28, 29 degrees there, when I do a water change it sometimes drops all the way down to 20, but that's just because I do breed the angelfish in here and they do spawn and the fry do hatch, and then I take them out, put them in a holding tank and rear them up before the fish eat them. So I went for a bigger heater so that when it does cool down the water, it heats it back up fairly quickly. And just in the cabinet here, this is all my supplies. If I just focuses in. So I have a freshwater master test kit there made by AQUAEL. Really good liquid test kit. Does up to 800 tests. It's the most accurate one I've used. So I just kind of stick with that one now. I've got some catappa leaves in there, and I usually put them in every now and then just to lower the pH. CO2 booster for the Java Fern, just a liquid CO2. I use Tetra's Pond AquaSafe for my tank, just because it's so big. It's quite a large tank, so I went for a higher concentrate of AquaSafe or TapSafe, so it would last me longer, and I wasn't going out every other month to buy a bottle. That one will last me a really long time before I need a new bottle. And if I do need a new bottle, I have an even bigger bottle just there, already waiting. Obviously I've got the Algae Wafers for the autosinclus because I clean the algae off the tank, so there's not much in the tank for them to eat. I have two spare 300 watt heaters, I have a spare 200 watt heater. I also have a spare large internal filter. That one is the equivalent to the Fluval the Fluval U4, as it will pump 1,000 litres per hour as the U4 will, but it's much cheaper. But does pretty much the same thing, although it is just full of sponge, which you can't go wrong with just a sponge filter. No media to replace in that, so that's a good thing. But yeah, this is the AQUAEL Aspect 120, 120 litres. It does come empty other than the lights, so you don't get a filter or a heater, so you just kit that out the way you want. And it does normally just come with 2 lights. For some reason mine came with 3. I don't know why, but it is only meant to come with 2. Yeah, really nice tank, really affordable. I think it's around, in the UK, it's about the £350 price range. This is the biggest one they do. They do it in the Selena oak, it is called, so it's not walnut, it is a type of oak. Or they do it in black. They are the only 2 colours. But yeah, that is my angelfish tank. There are plans to add more. I've also just recently stripped down the marine tank, the Fluval M60 Reef, as I am getting another one of these to go next to this one and do that as a reef tank instead, so look out for that. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.